HDT, like the deck tracker, it says my wins and losses against a particular class, but not what kind of deck they have.
Yes.
Yeah, just making sure. Right.
Oh, did you keep the Coon in hand?
No, I got that from the mulligan. Okay. I wouldn't keep it.
I was too late then with the observing, I guess.
I had 2 Jade Blossoms and a swipe, but first of all, Highlander Priest is quite a slow deck. And,
yeah. No.
I'm not even on the point, so...
No, that's correct to toss the swipe and to keep the Jade Blossoms.
Yeah, I was actually quite skeptical of double Jade Blossom because I wouldn't have anything to play until turn 3 effectively.
No, Jade Blossom is always keep, I think. It's one of the best cards in the deck. That specifically fits the complete idea of the deck. It's so nice. So here's the first interesting turn. What's your play now?
Right, well, we can Jade Blossom Hero Power for mana efficiency and ramp. I think Jade Spirit is just, it's not good versus Blossom and Hero Power.
Well, the main concern for me here is not the hero power. The main concern for me here is that we really want to have that mana. Any turn we can get earlier out the ultimate infestation, we are more likely to win. So I always prefer the ramp here over the Jade Spirit. Even if it was the, let's say you had Wild Growth, I would probably not play Jade Spirit.
Oh yeah, you would Blossom and Wild Growth.
Yeah. Just to explain that. It's all about ramping. The basic idea of this deck is you ramp as quickly as possible to the ultimate infestation, and then you gain so much value and tempo that you win the game. That's it. That's the strategy of the current Jade Druid. And since there's so much ramp... Actually, I didn't even see you're not running a single Maya Keeper. I think we should definitely take out 1 card for 1 Maya Keeper.
Really, I think unless you get it on turn 4, it's a dead card.
That is maybe true, but you really want to have that extra mana gain. It's just so completely nuts to get to that ultimate infestation as quickly as possible. Alright, easy turn, isn't it?
Yeah, Behemoth. It's impossible to utilize all our mana here.
Yeah. Get the Behemoth out. So what do you know about the opponent's hand here? You've gained some information. By his last turn, what did he do?
He nourished.
Yeah, what does that tell you?
Well, he probably has Death Knight in hand or something big.
Yeah, something big, right? Wait.
Oh, shit.
You should tell me your plays first. Here was a consideration to actually play the Primordial Drake. But since we have the ultimate infestation and the wild growth, I agree that you wanna wild growth. But I would make sure, because Primordial Drake is actually an insane card against Priest. Because it's a Drake and it has 4 attack. It's a key card.
Like the 4 attack high health dragons are just immortal against Priest effectively.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I would do is I would Coon into Ultimate Infestation, and if I get Innovate, then I can Wrath, but if not, I can just trade my 4/4.
Here's the interesting point. I'm not that experienced with Coon, but it's probably correct to bring Coon out that early, because right now we have the biggest chance that he actually doesn't have Anduin in his hand, right? Yeah, so I think it's probably correct to play Coon here for mana, just to get basically a 0 mana 7/7, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, you picked up an Innovate, which is really
nice. That means we save the 4/4. We should definitely save the 4/4.
Yeah. I say we Wrath for 1.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
I'll use top deck Wrath to tilt him a little bit.
we also need space on the board, kinda a little bit, maybe, right? So.
We don't have that many Jade pods in hand, but I can see what you
Oh, but we will. This deck has so much card draw. We will just always find it.
mean. Is he playing Big Priest? No way.
But it's just great for us, right?
Yeah, we have all the answers, but like, normally we get wrecked. I think it's an easy Black Knight here. Or we could behemoth and swipe and trade, but I don't think that's good.
No, then we lose our 4-attack minion, right? You mentioned it already. And we are not sure that we are going to get another Black Knight target that easily.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's definitely Black Knight.
Cycle the Wild Growth here.
Well, we always attack face with the 4/4, and then we can actually calculate. I think this turn it's really important to potentially set up lethal for next turn.
So you just do Tempo Spellbreaker. Or Swipe Face.
Yeah, the thing if it's big Druid, it is big Druid, right? So then the problem, what is denying the lethal from his side is the statue, right?
So
and we need the silence for that one. So it is actually the Wild Growth. But I wanted you to notice that in other matchups, it would be probably a good idea to play the Tempo Spellbreaker. Oh, that's a nice card.
Yeah, not with this hand, but you just burn
it's still, it's 5 damage to the face, right? So...
Oh yeah, if you're like, who cares if we burn cards if we just have lethal?
If he doesn't heal, we have lethal, right?
Yeah. But Dragonfire is pretty devastating here, but yeah, he doesn't have it.
Looks like he doesn't have anything. Our deck has Spreading Plague, that's about it.
Oh, he's got Shadow of Murder. It's alright. Well, Tempo Drake and Hero Power for mana efficiency. And it sets up lethal. No, it doesn't. Sorry.
No, it doesn't, right? So.
Yeah. Is there a way to set up lethal?
Yeah, I think the Jade Behemoth sets up lethal. The only question is how likely is that going to work? I think it's actually not that likely that we will find lethal the way he played it last turn. So I think I would lean to the Drake here because it's tough for him to remove the Drake.
And if he manages to get a statue or resurrect Lich King, so then you have the silence.
Yeah.
Or Big Game Hunter.
Yeah, for the Lich King, it's the Big Game Hunter, right?
I think the Spellbreaker is always safe for statue.
Yeah.
Tonight, a tale of terrible tragedy.
Yeah, I rolled it. Oh.
Yeah, that's the Greater Healing Potion.
So I'll just silence that and ignore it, because if we kill it, it'll just get resurrected. And obviously we'll lose our Drake or another minion.
I'm a little bit debating if we want the Spellbreaker for a fresh statue. Because when you silence this one, it's going to be a 4/8, right? You gotta keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And that's not really that nice for us. We could actually play...
We could swipe Barnes and wait for it to kill... sorry, attack. No, we can't attack. I say we just swipe Barnes and Behemoth.
Yeah. Or the alternative is Fendril and Wrath. And yeah, and maybe Hero Power down because we want the possibility that the Drake is not dying. Oh, Aya's a nice draw.
It killed it.
Tilted.
Fandral lives though.
Fendril lives. That's not that good, actually.
Yeah, we don't like. Yeah, we still have Jade Idol and Nourish, both of them. So that could be good for cycling and racking up Jade strength.
But I still think it's correct, given his health, that we don't play the Spellbreaker there. Because we couldn't kill him, right? So he will have other statues for sure.
Wow.
Wow, he got some good cards from Thoughtsteel.
Yeah. Oh, you got the poison. It's actually a lot more annoying than I thought it would be, because now we have to, like, pretty much use swipe.
Do we? What about we make use of the spreading plagues here? They are pretty useless in the matchup anyway, right?
Yeah, but then what would we play after that?
Well, next turn we have Aya. I don't really want to give him Aya here. Obviously, I would love to play one Spreading Plague and Aya, but that's not possible, so... We can play Aya, but what do you play together with that? Swipe? I don't know, I don't like it that much. And Swipe Hero Power kills the guys, but we can also not play anything useful together with that. So I think we use both of the Spreading Plagues.
Oh shit, misclick.
Oh. Well, that's fine. Attack, attack one of the poisonous guys for sure. That's also pretty good, setting them one HP point lower, because now the 1/5 is trouble for him there, right? So, and even if he's not attacking with it, now the swipe kills it, right? So I think that's a pretty good move.
Right, well, there's the original statue.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're definitely silencing this 4/8, yeah?
Are we? We don't really have minions on the board that are affecting us, and the health from him doesn't really matter, does it? The only thing is, if you want to play Aya, but still, I think I would just play Aya and yeah, get the most power on the board and hold the 1/5 here. For him, it's not that easy to break it, and then he gets a 6/6.
Yeah. If he wants the Death Knight, then we get a 7/7. I don't think there's a way for it to kill Aya while still getting his Death Knight.
And the statue is not dying anyway, right? So we even have the possibility to silence it next turn. Ooh, that hurts.
Yeah.
Now he can kill the 7/7 with the spider. That's pretty annoying. That was a good good Lich King card. I think that's actually the best card, right? That's the
in this matchup, yeah.
That's the 3 mana. I think that's overall the best card. The 3 mana deal 3 to all. Of course, it's always situational, right? Sometimes Frostborn is the best card, sometimes the heal 5 is the best card.
Yeah. I mean, his hand is getting pretty dry, so that's a good thing, I guess. Spellbreaker and Jade Spirit, I think it's our best option.
No, I disagree. I would just go for the ultimate infestation, I think.
To face, yeah? Oh, sorry, I'm there.
So we are burning the last card in our deck, but that means since we have still 2 Jade Idols left in the deck, we are never going to burn both of them. I think it's fine to go for. The only question is, no, we also get a Nourish.
If we infestation the 4/8, we can trade into it and then play our minions if we get it.
Yeah, I think I want to use the infestation this turn to get the 10. Yeah, on the statue to get the 10 cost card out. So we are going to burn Swipe. That's fine. It's not that valuable. The Nourishes and the Idols were the most valuable for the matchup.
Yeah, we have both of them, so that's really good.
Because we are at the point where we want to produce Jade Idols every turn, right? So
shuffle, nourish.
Yeah, shuffle. And that's going to break him at one point, right?
Yeah.
He will. I think the next 2 turns he might have bigger guys than we have, but oh no, it even looks like that he really doesn't have bigger guys than we do.
Like sooner or later we can overwhelm him.
Yeah.
Because there's only so many Death Knights you can have, right?
Yeah.
Right, so we double shuffle, nourish, and then play with
them. Double shuffle. Yeah, sure, I guess. Wait. The other option is to shuffle 1 time and to play Jade Spirit with it, right?
And then we nourish. No, we can't nourish after that, can we? So you're saying we spirit and then
so we are getting an 8/8 and a 2/3.
Yeah, I don't. If he hero powers the Jade Spirit, he gets a guaranteed kill on the 8/8. So, but does that really matter?
No, you're probably right. It's probably better to go for massive Jade Idols. Let's go double shuffle and just play lots of Jade Idols. It's probably the best plan. Your first instinct was right, I think. Oh, I hope I didn't mess it up.
I haven't got time to spawn 2 of them. We're just out of range of the hero
This is also a message I would like to give you for the coaching sessions, because since we are talking so much, not all the plays will be perfect, right? So that means there is always going to be some loss here involved, right? So
yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we could big game hunter the charge, and well, I would actually spawn some more idols in so that we could big game hunter and then trade, and then hopefully our 9/9 survives to kill the second statue.
I wanna have weak minions on the board that die to the statues potentially. I wanna big game hunter the 10/10, play the Jade Idol, and then do the trades.
Yeah.
No, not the Jade Idol. Ah, shit! I meant the Jade Spirit.
It's alright.
And I would have saved the Jade Idol so that he actually has the highest chance to not get our best guy, right? So play the Jade Spirit and now we do the trades. And the Jade Idol should be played after the trading.
Yeah, punished.
Yeah, a little bit, but it's fine, I mean. Nice, we get the big game hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we win anyways, so.
Different guy, so it's probably Highlander.
Yeah, probably.
I say we keep innovate and throw everything else.
Yeah.
Decent hand. Spawn the idol for a 1/1.
Let's spawn.
This is one of the difficult decisions I've been mentioning. Like, so I'm on the coin. I have Wild Growth, and I have Fandral and Idol in hand. like what I would struggle to do is I don't know whether to spawn the 1/1 on turn 1 or do I Wild Growth on turn 2 and then coin out Fandral and Idol next turn.
Usually it's a bad idea to play Fandral and Jade Idol early on, because you're actually weakening your deck by putting more Jade Idols into your deck.
Really?
In most matchups, you really don't want to shuffle the Jade Idols. They are pretty weak cards, right? You just want to use that game plan in the matchups where it's getting to the super late game. So you want to wait with the shuffle process, like or until the last moment possible. So I would almost always advise you to not shuffle with Fandral in the early game.
Okay, so you just spawn it on turn 1, then Wild Growth and see what happens.
Yeah, for most of the matchups, that's the game plan. Like, you are a mid-range tempo deck. You can actually finish your opponent usually at turn, I don't know, at turn 10 or something like that, when you had 10 mana for 3 turns usually, right? So
yeah.
Turn 10, turn 11, turn 12, something like that. That's where you usually finish your opponent with Jade Druid. What's the play here?
Well, we can mill him, but I really don't want to do that. I just Wrath and trade him 2/2.
Yeah, milling him means also giving him 4 cards. That's not really that nice, right? So
yeah. Wrath for 3, trade him.
Yeah, let's minimize the damage here and only give him 2 cards.
I decided to do the 2/2 because if he has Potion of Madness, he can't trade him.
Correct. Yeah, good call. This way he can only steal the 1/1, right? And then kill our 2/1. Or vice versa.
Yeah.
But the 2/3 survives. Oh, that's a good pain for us.
Yeah, I know. Like, no Fandral. Or not for Fandral. Hero Power and Pass.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but that's probably what we have to do here. What is he setting up for? What's the most likely thing he's going to play next turn?
Raza.
Yeah. But we couldn't really prevent it, right? Given our hand.
Yeah.
Blessed be this.
Oh no.
No, we get lucky. It's just Priest of the Feast.
What are your thoughts on Behemoth Innovate Blossom?
What are your thoughts on it? You are the guy who's playing here.
Well, if we don't use Innovate and we happen to top deck Infestation, we can Innovate it out next turn.
That is true.
That's pretty unlikely. So, and since this is a tempo deck, I think we should get as many Jades as possible onto the board.
Yeah, it's probably one of the better usages of Innovate here. But this is a really close decision, since the 3/6 and the 3/3 are pretty good on the board, and the 4/4 doesn't really accomplish that much, right? There is no 4 health minion from him that we really want to kill. But I still agree, because we want to get that extra mana gain in case we draw the Ultimate Infestation in, let's say, 2 turns. So,
yeah.
Or just for Nourish maybe next turn, something like that. And also for tempo. Bringing out an early 4-attack minion, I agree. But it's really close. I think sometimes you are better off saving the Innovate here. For a more impactful turn.
Mind if I roll need?
We could. Right. Okay. Like even if we draw Aya, I'm still keen on Drake. We trade in the 3/3 and Drake.
What's the plan for next turn?
Aya, or if we get something, if we get Kuhn, we can refresh our mana and then play Aya, which is even better.
Yeah, that's always the case with Kuhn, I guess. Yeah, I think the next turn plan is Aya, because Aya is the best to play into his turn 8. Because then that's the best we can do against the Death Knight, right? Aya just gives us another minion. So yeah, I agree. Let's go for the Drake.
I wonder.
I hope you like my invention.
It's alright.
Yeah, that combo is always strong, but
Alright, so I hero power, right?
yeah.
Golems are a girl's best friend.
If Big Game Hunter was 4 mana, was there ever a consideration to play Big Game Hunter together with it? With Arya?
No, I wouldn't. Holy Nova Dragonfire is just too weak in terms of raw stats.
Yeah, but the other side is that the opponent's deck doesn't have any Big Game Hunter targets, so I would like to call out here that Big Game Hunter would set up for lethal, so I would probably do it.
That's true. It also gives him a really strong Downward Spirit Lash, though.
That is true, that is true. But I don't think you should play around double combo cards that are one-offs. So... And
Yeah,
you have to remind yourself also that Big Game Hunter is a little bit weird.
Beautiful.
Yeah. GG. Big Game Hunter is a little bit weird in this deck when you produce too many big Jade cards, because then you can always kill your own Jades, right? And
Yeah.
it's unplayable. So I think because it was setting up for lethal, I would have played it if it was 1 mana less.
Okay. Still hasn't got Raza, which I'm quite happy about. Alright, we could hope to yellow innovate again for UI face, but it's too risky.
Well, it's a 1 out of 12. 1 out of... You're drawing a good amount of cards. Well, Kuhn gets played, right?
Yeah, for mana, yeah.
Yeah, Kuhn gets played for mana here. Yeah, I think it's always Kuhn for mana here.
If we UI, we burn 2 cards over 2 turns.
I'm debating a little bit Nourish here for card draw. I'm not saying that's the play, I'm still thinking a little bit. Or we could Wild Growth.
I'd say Nourish.
Yeah, let's Nourish for cards. And if we don't get anything useful, maybe just play a Spreading Plague. Yeah, let's play a Spreading Plague.
Let's say Fangel was 5 mana, like, would you play him over Spreading Plague? Or is it just a matter of mana efficiency?
The main point was that I didn't really see the Fandral that quickly, so I didn't have enough time to decide whether Fandral was the play or not. Actually, maybe hero powering him here was the play, because that would set up for a swipe lethal, right? So
yeah, that's true.
Because we would have just been able to deal enough damage this turn to him. So now we have...
Fandral, I say we should Fandral Wrath Hero Power the Raza.
Should we? I think the Ultimate Infestation phase is just so likely to give us lethal.
True. We have Innovate now, so...
Nice. Oh, hopefully it doesn't get burned.
No, in my hands.
Yeah, nice. We got lucky. Oh, I actually didn't see that we would burn 3 cards. I thought we would get 3 cards. Oops. So maybe it wasn't actually that likely, and I got lucky here. Give me a second, please. I need to go to the toilet.
Sure.